Now, still on employment and job creation, the NDC says it will make the Nation Builders Corps NABCO trainees permanent staff should it win the upcoming elections. Discussing the NDC 2020 manifesto on JoyNews on the lockdown show on Sunday, the party's communications officer, Sammy Gyamfi, said creating jobs for the youth will be a major policy of the new NDC government in 2021, if elected, of course. Mr. Gyamfi says making beneficiaries of NABCO permanent staff will be one of its first steps to reduce the rate of unemployment in the country.
NABCO, we have indicated that we are going to bring permanence to NABCO. You know, when they were engaged for a period of 3 years, and that 3 years is supposed to lapse this year. Government, seeing elections approaching and looking for votes, has decided to extend their contract for another 6 months. What His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is saying is that he doesn't believe in ad hoc jobs. He appreciates the fact that unemployment is a big problem. As a matter of fact, a security threat to this nation. And so what he will do is that he will make all NABCO beneficiaries permanent. Those who require further training will be trained and progressively integrated into the public sector through this HR gap analysis that I've explained. But more finally on jobs, we've also spoken about skill development, which has to do with a national apprenticeship program, under which any Ghanaian, young or old, literate or illiterate, desirous of learning a craft, will be enrolled onto that program for free.
For free.
Trained. And during the training, government will ensure that every month we support them with stipends, you know, for their feeding, their transportation, so that they can really learn. And when they pass out, we are going to give them certificates and set them up with the necessary toolkits so that they can open their businesses and employ others.
Sammy Gyamfi there speaking with MFA Apau. He also said necessary training will be given to trainees and will subsequently be integrated into the public sector. The NDC in its campaign has promised that 1 million jobs will be created for the youth over 4 years of that administration if they get the chance. Mr. Mahama, in all his campaign tours, has stressed that Ghana cannot afford to have young people who are graduates being jobless. He therefore says there is a need for sustainable and decent jobs, and they will create that. Now, away from that, former President John Mahama has said that the NDC is adopting the Jehovah's Witness approach to this year's election campaign. According to the former president, this has become necessary due to the constraints that the coronavirus has brought to bear on the conventional ways of campaigning. The NDC, he explained, will be going door to door to sell their ideas. He was speaking on Accra-based radio Class FM.
And what we do is when we go into the community, we are targeting. And so you're going to greet the chief, or you're going to interact with traders or artisans. You know, recently when I went to the Upper West region in Wa, I went to the magazine where you have all the auto mechanics and all of them. Yeah, and we had a very beautiful interaction. The other places where I went and met, you know, health workers, that was in Volta region. And then in other places I've met dressmakers and other people like that. So it's a bit more targeted now.
Apologies for how that sound ends, but essentially he's saying we're going door to door, taking the election or our campaign door to door, like the Jehovah's Witness, you know, does. Now, Mr. Mahama also says the NDC will win back all the 16 seats that they lost in the central region in the 2016 elections. NDC lost 16 out of 22 seats in that particular election and currently holds only 4. But according to the flag bearer, the party believes it will reclaim those lost seats.